2017 year was the first time he counted his own 100,000 naira. So he had actually gone through a lot. Today we all see the successful Woli Agba. We all see the man who lives in the city of Ibadan, who is doing well, a man who has over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, who has several views on YouTube, a man who is married to a beautiful lawyer and has lovely children. That is the man we see. But behind this man is a man who has actually gone through a lot. And the part that touched me most in that story was when he said, while growing up, the only time he gets to eat a full piece of meat in a whole year was on his birthday. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Ifeoluwa Bamisaye. If you're new on my channel, you're welcome. I film about faith, lifestyle, family, and gist. Before we continue, if you're yet to subscribe to my channel, please use the subscription button right now. Subscribe to my channel, like this video, and remember to share with your friends. Okay, so today I'm driving home this juicy gist, because many times we see people and they look ready-made. They look like God just dropped them like that from heaven. But behind every success story, trust me, there are lots of lessons to learn behind the scenes. So AyoAjewole, popularly known as Woli Agba, was interviewed, not kind of interviewed, but he was invited on a program organized by Reverend Funke Felix-Adejumo recently, and he shared his experiences, how he rose from grass to grace, and it was quite a very interesting story with lots of lessons for everyone to learn. And I thought, I know so many of you will not go to watch that video. However, I will actually share the video. Like I want you to go watch the full video. Actually, I'll share the link below after watching this gist, because I'm just going to give you the summary packaged together with lessons I took, or I personally took home, that I'm very sure will add value to you too. Remember, I am the girl who brings you the gist, but the gist will always add value to you. So we'll be looking at Woli Agba, AyoAjewole's success story in this video. If you're yet to get a seat, please get one, because it's just about to get interesting. Okay, another interesting part about Woli Agba that many people have been asking over the years is that Woli Agba, we knew you guys to be Alfa Sule. Remember Alfa Sule videos? Like when we were growing up, I remember Alfa Sule videos, you know, the dance drama. It used to be quite interesting and very entertaining then. And many of us knew them as Alfa Sule. But today, we don't quite get to hear about Alfa Sule. Now it is Woli Agba. Yes, we know Alfa Sule, the founder of Alfa Sule, was Woli Agba's elder brother. So Woli Agba also shed light on what exactly happened. Is this still with his elder brother? Is his elder brother still acting? Where is his elder brother? And I'll be giving you that gist too in this video. So please, let's get right into it. So like I said, Woli Agba shared his humble beginning stories. How did he start? And I like the way he started. He clearly stated that he wasn't born with a silver spoon. He wasn't born into a family where the father is probably a billionaire, the mother millionaire or billionaire. No. So according to Woli Agba, his father was I think a tailor, then became a man of God at some point, but they didn't have money. According to him, he said all his father knew how to do was to pray. His father could pray and pray, that even sometimes when you tell him that, when they told him then that they were hungry, their father would either pray for them or tell them to go and read a portion of the Bible. That was how spiritual his father was. And Woli Agba mentioned that he is just very grateful that their father trained them in the way of the Lord. You know, some parents don't actually have the money to give to their children, but they have Jesus to give to their children, and that is quite interesting, and money cannot buy that anywhere. Shout out to my dad anywhere he is right now. So he shared how they struggled while growing up, no money and all. According to him, there was even a time that he was trying to play with a particular family, like was playing with their children, you know, children like him, play with them, and the father of the children sent him away and told him, you, a poor man's child, playing with my children. It was that ridiculous, like what he actually went through. You really need to see the video. Like, he shared all of those in the video. And another touching part was that Woli Agba shared how he worked as a taxi driver at some point. So he said his dad had prayed for someone, and God answered the person's prayers rather, and in return the person bought the dad, that's Woli Agba's dad, the person bought him a car. And the man just thought, what is the essence of a car if there's no money to feed my children? So he told the children, he asked the children, which of you would like to drive? And Woli Agba signified, oh, that is AyoAjewole, or let me just say Unkwai, because that's kind of my mate, and Yoruba, you know, you call people, but for the benefit of this video, let's just say Woli Agba. Thank you. Okay, so Woli Agba signified to learn how to drive, and that was how he actually learned how to drive, and was driving and told the dad he was ready to drive. Lo and behold, the dad told him, oh, you would be the one to be driving this car, you were using it as taxi and bringing it the money home for us to use. And that was how he became a taxi driver, and he was a taxi driver for a very long time. And he even said at this point where he was driving taxi around, they had started Alfa Sule. People had known them, but he would have to cover his face with a face cap and all. And he even mentioned a hilarious story of one day that one of their fans, in quotes, recognized him and said, were you not the one who acted devil in our church? You can imagine the embarrassment, you know, when people already seeing you as a celebrity. And that is a lesson. So that is actually a take-home lesson to us, that it is not all celebrities that have the money already. It is not all of them who have arrived already. Some of them are still in the process of growing. Some of them are still trying to add 1 + 1 together. They are not there yet. The fact that you're already seeing them on your screens, the fact that you're already seeing them on newspapers, social media and all, doesn't mean they've arrived. So let's take it easy on the celebrities, trust me. Okay, so also Woli Agba mentioned that the first time he counted his first 100,000 was after his wedding, and that was recently. I mean, that was just 2017 according to him, and that is quite amazing. Like, just 2017 year was the first time he counted his own 100,000 naira. So he had actually gone through a lot. Today we all see the successful Woli Agba. We all see the man who lives in the city of Ibadan, who is doing well, a man who has over 500,000 subscribers on YouTube, who has several thousand, like several views on YouTube, a man who is married to a beautiful lawyer and has lovely children. That is the man we see. But behind this man is a man who has actually gone through a lot. And the part that touched me most in that story was when he said, while growing up, the only time he gets to eat a full piece of meat in a whole year is on his birthday, was on his birthday. And he even didn't get to cut a birthday cake until he was already in a relationship with his wife. That the first person who gave him a birthday cake was his wife. Then I think they were cutting and all that. They were so poor that they couldn't afford like meat to eat. But nobody comes out. Like, if you see Woli Agba dancing, praising God and doing his comedies, and he actually said he's not a comedian, that is a prophet with an oil of gladness. So when you see him dancing and doing all of those things to make us laugh, you don't get to see what he has gone through. So it's just a process. For whatever it is you think you are going through right now, it is just a process. You are going to somewhere. God is taking you somewhere. If you can actually be diligent in the little that is going to like give you whatever it is he has laid your hands to do. If you are diligent with it, it is just a process. You can also get there. You can also achieve these great things that you imagined or you picture yourself doing. So let's get to the part where you all have been waiting for. So what happened to Alfa Sule? Where is Woli Agba's elder brother? Are they still together? Okay, drum rolls. Really? They are no longer together. Yes, according to Woli Agba, he said his elder brother told him sometimes ago that he should go. He said he actually didn't do anything. Okay, so according to Woli Agba, his elder brother just told him, go. And he said it was hard, it was difficult. He pleaded, he begged him, he went there with family members, he prostrated, but his brother insisted that he should go. And to me, that was just God pushing him, guys, it's time to get out and do something. Because I won't believe that if he had actually not stepped out, maybe we wouldn't have known a free, like an independent Woli Agba today. His ministry might not have taken this turn that it has taken today, and it may just be a different story. Maybe he won't be doing badly, but it may not be the story we have today. So according to him, he's no longer with, like, they are no longer acting together. He left Alfa Sule group, and today he's now Woli Agba, like he's standing on his own. So it was after he left his brother that he started Woli Agba. Yes, he started Woli, like his own comedy show, kind of his own ministration. And then let's get to another part that I know you would like to hear about. So there's Dele. We all see Dele and say Dele is so committed, and Woli Agba even bought him a car recently. Remember, I think last year Woli Agba bought him a car, and Reverend Mrs. Funke Felix-Adejumo asked Woli Agba in that section with him that what was it? How did Dele get into the picture? And said Dele has actually been with them since the days of Alfa Sule. Dele was just a drummer in the days of Alfa Sule, but when he started his own shows, his own ministry, Dele came around and said, please take me along, I would like to be part of it. And that was how Dele came on board, and they acted a skit at a time, and the young man acted as Dele. There was another video again, he acted as Dele, and that was how Dele became a stage name till today. So what else have I missed out in this gist? I am sure that I have actually shared the juice and juices everywhere in this video. So Dele has actually, according to Dele, has been very diligent, and we know that yes, he's doing really well. And that is a lesson that it's not everybody that is called to lead. Some of us will be called to support. So whatever it is you find yourself, just be diligent in it. So the summary of all of this for me, and the things that stood out for me, is that first, Woli Agba sticks to God. According to him, what their father laid, like the way their father raised them, is to know God, to serve God, and to love God. And he said there was even a time that he went in and cried and told God that you've given me this talent, you need to help me to use the talent. And of course, we can see today that God is really helping him to use the talent. He also mentioned that many of those skits, many of those videos we see, that the Holy Spirit lays them in his heart. The Holy Spirit inspired him to write the scripts, and that tells you a man who is really in sync with God. And that is just the ultimate. Whatever it is you find yourself doing, ensure that you are in sync with God. What is God saying? What is God's pattern for that thing you are doing? Let God just be in it. So I see a man who is in sync with God. So the second thing that stood out for me in Woli Agba's success story is that he actually took actions after his brother told him to go. Like, he didn't just stay, fold his hands and expect a miracle to happen. He took actions. He decided to pick himself up and started something for himself. So many of us, when something happens, we just sit and fold our hands and say, oh, it has happened, nobody helped me and all. But he took actions. He decided to pick himself up and took action. And the next thing is that after he took actions, he was diligent and consistent with that which he started. So some of us just start a thing, and after a year, we do it just once in a year, and we expect people to know us for it. No, it doesn't work that way. Whatever success, whatever we want to be successful at, we need to be diligent and consistent at it. That is the only way we can build it. No shortcuts. That is just the only way we can build something that will last, a lasting legacy, whatever. We need to be consistent and diligent. And lastly, God blessed the works of his hands. Really, we can't deny the fact that God bless the works of his hands. Today, we all know the Woli Agba who is successful, the Woli Agba who is married to a beautiful lawyer and who is blessed with lovely children, who is doing well in the city of Ibadan. But behind this successful man is several untold stories, and this is untold stories, and these are just part of the untold stories. And I just believe that I just want to believe that it has motivated us, encouraged us, and inspired us, just like it did to me, that we can be successful at anything we lay our hands upon, especially if we believe in God. Thanks so much for watching my video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Woli Agba, his father was, I think, a tailor. then became a man of God, God no go shame us.